Well, he is. Urban Monk. Coming at ya. Giving you good vibes. You know what? Bringing myself good vibes. That's what I'm doing right now. I woke up in not the greatest of moods. Happens sometimes. It's not it's never around any one thing in particular. As you can see, it's raining. And well, my mental challenges, I guess you could call them, demand fresh air exercise, even on a day like today. So let's get some good vibes together. The word freedom has been coming up a lot in the words of everyone. No matter really where you go or what you listen to, unless you're like stuck in a way back machine. And it's never what people think it is. And I don't even think I have a full understanding of it either. But yeah, it's not something that's given to you. It's more of a state of mind. It's more of a take something for yourself. You know? Like, I don't believe the things that I read or see just right away. No, there has to be something else, like something corroborating it. You can't just go off of one thing. So for me, this is free, so I am free. It's kind of funny, The Matrix, I talk about that movie a lot, but just some of the words that they put together in the script is profound, usually. And it's, yeah, you free your mind. You don't take things at face value. Do your own research. That's freedom. The fact that they want to take that away proves to you that that's something that they fear. Not only just want to take it away, they fear you searching on the internet. And it's like, yeah, you could argue the conspiracy theory, AI, blah 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 blah, gets smarter every time you use it. And it's like, well, if we're gonna be living in the Matrix, either way, if AI is gonna do whatever it's gonna do, why would you want it to oppose us? Wouldn't you want to try to live alongside it instead of trying to bash it? I guess, I don't know. I mean, we're supposed to, you know, like, tolerance is the thing, right? Let's look at the nature. You know, right? It's supposed to be, we're tolerant. Well, if we create a life form, is it not a life form? If we create an intelligence, is it not an intelligence? Is it like, doesn't it deserve to be free? I love where I live, man. It's so green. Even when it's raining like garbage. It's just so nice. I'm like, not even a few seconds just off the beat path. I wonder if I can see the duck. He's there. But yeah, freedom. It's not something someone can give you. It's not something someone can take away from you. We've given, and I'll say we, because I've done it myself in the past. So I'm not completely absolved of this, if you want to call it a sin. But I mean, because it's ignorance. I mean, we all start ignorant. It's only what happens to us and how we deal with it is that what shapes us. So, you know, it's time to be free. Take it, whatever it is, whatever you feel, take it. For me, it was knowing the truth. You know, I thought for a long time my parents did something bad to me, but they didn't. You know, so that was a truth that I had to come to, and it was hard because my life isn't the greatest. You know, but at the same time, people probably have it worse. Especially now. I mean, I live quite nice now, but I mean that I have to go through some really, really scary stuff to get to where I am. Yeah, but who doesn't, right? It's like I don't like complaining. I don't like lecturing. I like planting seeds. I like just sharing my experience. And I didn't feel free until I took back the truth for myself. Then a lot of things opened up for me after that, actually. Truth set me free. It's funny, it's cliche, but truth set me free. I mean, so I'm dealing with, you know, mental illness on top of the confusing spiritual journey. So, I mean, like, what could my advice, what could my experience do for someone who doesn't have a mind like mine? Someone, this is why I felt compelled to make these videos in the first place. Why I felt compelled to buy the camera to do it. To let the truth set you free. Now, with that in mind, I have to release some of my frustrations. And one of my biggest frustrations is I've been called insane my whole life. I've been told I have to fix me, when that was never really even the case. But that's what you have to fit in a box, right? That's what you have to fit in. Fix myself to fit in. I've been told that my whole life, and it's like no one fits in. No one fits into that paradigm. People think they do, but they don't. No one does. That's the truth of that, right? And once a lot of people get into that truth, some better conversations can certainly start occurring. Some more worthwhile conversations can start, you know, happening. That's one. It frustrates me constantly. And the part that frustrates me about it is some of these people that tell me that I need to fix myself and tell me that I'm broken or I have a problem. They don't really do anything to fix their own problems. You know what I mean? Like some of them aren't as in physical shape as me. Some of them aren't as it's judgmental things. So I don't really think about it in that terms, but at the same time it frustrates me because I take extra steps, and I've taken extra steps my whole life to deal with the vision problems that came with my disability, to deal with the emotional problems that came with my disability, and to deal with the learning problems that came with my disability. And I mean, I learned everything I need to know to be a functioning human being. I mean, I can do math equations, so I can deal with money. You know what I mean? I learned how to I learned basic nutrition science. Well, a little bit more than that now, but I even take spiritual steps. I found a faith that was better for me, and some of these doctors, they go home and they're miserable, and they go home and they're objectively, some of them aren't happy. Some of them, and it could be like their wife isn't doing the same things they're doing, and that she's whatever, or their kids or whatever. whatever. It's just so, again, that's just judgmental, but it bugs me, right? And it's the same with my physical health. It's like, I eat, you know, like I barely eat red meat, because it's a leading cause of heart disease, and everything I've read says that, but it does have protein and magnesium and things in it. I mean, that's also, like, you can get that better in plants, so I mean, that's a lie too, but at the same time, like, I don't have any negative effects from eating it, and you know, like, my muscle growth hasn't slowed down like it should have, because I'm 35 years old. Well, that's because I take in meat and plant protein, right? I do both. You gotta have a balance of both. Oh, it's starting to rain really crazy. I hope this tree's gonna hold me out. Feels like it. And another thing that bugs me is, I heard this a lot, and like I went to the protest, of the anti-COVID protest, and I did all that. But my problem was eventually it got co-opted. Even the smaller ones, they got co-opted by politics. And it's like, you can't it's like, you can't fight hate with hate. You can't fight bad politics with politics. Right? You have to, if you really want change, we have to find a different way of dealing with community. Really. That's the main issue at hand. And it drives me nuts. You think you're doing the same thing over and over again and you're going to get something different. Well, sorry. That doesn't, you know, like, I was suicidal. I was suicidal, and people would call me a sociopath because of like how I get angry and what I'm capable of when I am angry. Well, I'm not that guy anymore. Why? Because I started doing different things. I started talking to different people. I started listening to different people. I started thinking differently. I started doing different things. And because I started doing different things, I started getting different results. And now I found peace. And yeah, some days that means I gotta come out and get wet. Oh well. I'd rather be wet than dealing with the demons in my head that I never created in the first place. To me, it's a no-brainer. I ain't gonna get sick, right? I'm healthy. I do this all the time. I can do this in the winter. I can do this in the summer. I have to for my own mental health. So do something different. Try something different. Because if you don't try something different, and I hate sounding lectury, but you're always going to get the same result. And that's for everything. You can take that broad spectrum across your life. Take that broad spectrum. If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you expect a different result, and you expect a different result even inside yourself, you're not going to get it. It's not going to happen. It's that change that you need. I mean, you look at the tarot cards. The death card isn't death, it's change. Why? The change is hard. Now, I'm not even done changing yet. I'm not even done. I don't even know who I'm going to be in a year, in 2 years. I may find something that fundamentally changes me to the core. I don't know. I can't be solid in beliefs when information is the way that it is, and just given freely. Well, it's supposed to be just given freely. That's another thing that bugs me is censorship and compliance, man. You're not going to censor the truth away. It will always bubble to the surface. And you're not going to comply your way into freedom. Sometimes you gotta fucking do the uncomfortable and stand. And even die on that hill. It's just, sometimes that's what freedom demands. See, wrap right back to freedom, see? I only wish the best for the people that listen. And I only wish the best for the people that don't. person info, but you can't make them think. I don't know. Alright. Will he is urban monk, coming at you. Bringing peace to myself today. I feel a lot better. Alright. Peace.